go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to school me, but I've been a genius. Caddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Here comes Cobb. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He completes it to Tate. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Smith now to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws. Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help. I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now Thompson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Wide open receiver complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll run with Thompson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Throwing is Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out the just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free. If you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you, and anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Weren't out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second down, Prescott. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run it here with Thompson. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll give to Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Prescott now. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Preston Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Reed with it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed lead. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. But he's got it to Hearns. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Prescott yet again.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. On first down, Smith. Slide, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Irving, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Let's go, 15.
So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The give is to Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10.
Great 15. No, right. Yellow.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field, know the hit is coming, and catch the football. And that's exactly what he just got done.
And defensively, a little deflating to be able to lay that hit and not have the ball pop free, right?
No doubt about it, because your goal defensively, knock it free so that they say, okay, guess what? We're not going to throw it in there anymore. Now, they'll still continue to be aggressive.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Airing it out for her. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I said,
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
15. Get line 80. Orange.
Here's Smith. It's brought in left side by Tate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set line 80.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Play action. It's Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Prescott now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. Completes it to Lee. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Lee's got it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive, there he hits the reliable target. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And even better execution. Yeah,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd down, Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Suckup will put this one right through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Smith going to throw it. And Reed with it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
Get to messing like a secretary, boy.